Hello, friends. My name is Pradeep, and I welcome you all once again to your own channel, Your Sales Daddy. Thank you so much, guys, for giving your love for this 22,000 views for my first video. Sell me this water bottle. I really thank you so much for your great response on my first video, right? Those of you who haven't seen this video, then please see, I have given the link in the description box. Please do check if you have not seen earlier. It will really help you all. So, guys, let's get started with today's topic, which is very, very important, right? Sales presentation tips and do's and don'ts. This is the series which I'm gonna give you all, right? There would be almost 50 to 75 videos are in the pipeline, which I'm gonna publish very soon, yeah, as and when time permits. So, guys, really thank you so much for subscribing and for a lovely feedback which you have given for this video, yeah, that has motivated indeed, yeah. So, guys, let's start it, yeah. So, guys, I have spent thousands of rupees in my learning, and I'm a different person now who knows a lot more than what I knew before, correct? So if you wish to know more from me and from these great authors who are my mentors, right, then please like, subscribe, share, and appreciate all my efforts, okay? Because if I can contribute a little in your knowledge level or in your life, then I would be really very happy doing it. And I will always try to give you the best possible content so that you should not go anywhere else. What you are not supposed to do is just supposed to subscribe to this channel, click on the bell button so that you will receive all the notification regarding all my new videos and content. Okay, so guys, I'll quickly tell you what all things are we are going to cover, which I'll cover in today's video, yeah. See, we'll talk about this, we'll talk about so many things, do's and don'ts also. Okay, so I'm just showing you what all slides I'm gonna cover, right? So that you will come to know. You should not miss on anything. I don't want you to miss on anything. Okay, so I'm just showing you that what all things we are covering in our today's presentation. Okay, so guys, let's get back to the presentation. Okay, let's start. So sales professionals should have the knowledge of the product, the company, and how to execute a sale professionally. And as you know, the today's topic is sales presentation tips and do's and don'ts. So as you walk into a prospect office, you should at least know following four things before going to get into that presentation mode, right? So let's see one by one why you should know these four things. First thing, yeah, what are the at least three major strengths of your company product range in comparison to the competitors? Yeah, so guys, why do you think this is very important? Always understand, get to know your products or services in detail. Customers are more likely to trust salespeople who show confidence in themselves and what they are selling, correct? And how they can get the confidence if they know really very well regarding their products and the services which companies are offering. You can build this confidence by increasing your knowledge of your products and the services which a company offering in detail, right? So there are some people who use conventional and creative source of information to learn about products or services. For instance, if I want to give how they learn is it just by their own experiences using the product. Yeah, they go through a lot of product literature such as brochures, catalogs, online forums, feedback from customers. They visit trade and industry publications. Internal, they go through internal sales records also. They talk to their team members, experienced team members. They visit to a lot of manufacturers. They get into a lot of sales training programs and upscale themselves in terms of knowledge, right? And they study a lot of competitor information also, right? So these are very very important thing. Unless you do it, guys, you will never be able to create that impression on your prospect. Let's get back to the second point. How does the product work? What problems it can solve? Guys, this is the most important point of the main 4 points. Okay. uh, I'll tell you why it is important. Yeah, just a moment. Okay, let us take the example of this cycle. So now, if you want to give the give the explanation, how does the product work, what problems it can solve, so that customers can buy from you, you can say by looking at the cycle, right? It is going to keep you clean. Yeah, because the technology which has been used in this cycle, which doesn't need oil, meaning it doesn't ruin your clothes, right? This is the first thing. Second thing, which you can also tell, that it will keep you going because the bike has been designed to have nearly a zero maintenance, so there are no extra penny which you are supposed to spend, correct? Third thing which you can tell, it's safe to park outside. Because why it is safe to park outside? Because they have fitted their bike with probably the internal alarm system that sounds off when anybody touches or tampered the cycle. And this cycle has a GPS on always. Okay, if it is stolen, you would be able to track the cycle with the help of GPS. Okay, and the look at the look of the cycle, it's stunning. Okay, and because it stands out, and it is also helping to commute with ease and style in the city area also. So that is why my product, which is this cycle, is solving the problems of the customers, right? This is the way you should convince your prospect, or you should convey this message to your prospect. I hope you understand. I hope you understand what I'm trying to. I hope you understood what I'm trying to tell you, right? Okay, so this is one of the most crucial points in presentation thing. Okay, what is your company's business history and philosophy, and how you have grown over the years? Guys, I believe you must be wondering why this is necessary. Guys, this is very important. Unless you know the history, you will never be able to convince your client what you people are doing from so many years. Okay, and if you know them really well, then your prospect will get the confidence that he is dealing, your prospect is dealing with a right guy who has in-depth knowledge about everything, be it prospect, be it company history, be it the company vision, be the company's values, everything. Trust gets created, and that is the vital part of sales. That is why you should know what is your company business history and philosophy, and how you have grown over the years, and how many clients you have helped over the years. This will create a positive impact in your prospect mind. Yeah, so let's get back to the fourth point. This is one of the most important points before getting into the presentation mode. Yeah? What are your company's policies regarding guarantees and warranties, minimum quality standards, pricing including negotiations, delivery and turnaround time, reliability and servicing? Guys, if you master these many points, understand, you will go with a lot of confidence in front of your prospect. You will get that edge over your competitors there. Your clients feel safe as you assure them from guarantee, warranty till the product servicing and reliability of the product also. So there are 100% chances that your prospects will buy from you. Guys, this is very very important to have these 4 points mastered. Now let's get back to the sales presentation do's and don'ts. Yeah, so the first point which I have mentioned while getting into the presentation mode is a focus thing, guys. Go with a clear focus and identify your objectives of making this presentation or going for a sales meeting, right? You should ask why you're doing this. Why focus is essential in sales? Because salespeople who are looking how to focus is the key to driving productivity and success for any sales organization, guys. Yeah, in any walk of your life, we tend to do what we focus on. And there are a lot of things to focus on, but you need to be focusing on and filling your day with the things that are the key to being the successful. Yeah, so for example, from analyzing the previous month's sales results, preparing for the next call, and finishing a proposal, if salespeople don't know how to shift their focus properly or are focused on too many things at once, the sales process will get clogged and they won't achieve maximum results. So, what in short we can tell, to achieve maximum results, we need to focus. So, what good salespeople do, they know how to focus completely on one thing at a time. A sales professional who focuses more proves much more effective in achieving their company desired goals. This is very important. And poor results are usually the result of poor focus management. When you are trying to decide, where did I drop the ball, where did I make mistake, you can usually find that you were not paying attention to something which was really important. And if you are distracted, you accomplish nothing. So decide what should be your focus at any given time, right? Sales need to happen at the lightning speed. Focus and energy are the way to do that. Yeah, so having focus is also the most satisfying way for salespeople to hit their targets because it helps them enter a state of flow. Specifically, it allows salespeople quality time to complete tasks that will give them more control over their success. Right? So there is a fair correlation between people being focused and teams hitting their targets, individuals earning their commissions and the company getting the results and profits they are looking for. That is why they will always run after you to completely focus on your sales things, right? So to completely focus on sales things, I'll give you three ingredients for focus. The first ingredient for focus, right, is clarity. Clarity about goals and key activities to focus on. Second thing is will. Will to get out of the comfort zone to get the work done. And third thing is ability. Ability means skills to do the job and discipline to stay on schedule. Right? So these are the key ingredients, clarity, will, and ability, which will always give you the edge on the focus thing. And ultimately, you will achieve a lot in your sales. So, guys, that is why focus is very important, and you should go with a clear focus and identify your objectives, why your focus is very important, right? So, let's get back to the next point. Be pleasant and behave naturally while doing the presentation or a sales meeting, guys. This is very important. I'll tell you why. What is so important to be pleasant or carry a smile naturally, right? Well, would you rather be around people with a frown on their face? I don't think so, right? Would you rather be around with people who look sad? I don't think so. Would you rather be around people who look disappointed? They are not excited, they are not over enthusiastic, right? You will never be with these kind of category of people, right? So we will be always around only with those people which appear to be happy and positive rather than people that are unhappy and negative, correct? So we are much more comfortable with all those people that are jolly than those that appear to be sad. Who doesn't want to create a first impression? Correct. So if you want to create your first impression, a smile or being pleasant is a large percentage of your first impression, guys. We truly understand how important a first impression is in making a sale. You will never get a second chance to make your first impression. So that is why you need to act naturally. You should carry a smile. Okay? If you act naturally, your smile will automatically come on your face. okay, and that will give the positive impression on your client. So I hope you will understand this what I'm trying to say. Yeah, establishing eye contact and smile. As I said, smile. Yeah, already. Be confident, sincere, honest, and courteous. Guys, why this is very important? Okay, because I have been in sales from last 10 years almost. Okay, so what is my observation is why salespeople should be courteous, because selling is an art. Yeah, and the most effective salespeople don't try to pitch a product or service. Rather, they focus on developing a relationship. They get engaged with the client. Okay, they develop a relationship with the potential client. Why? Because top sales professionals recognize that their customers have limited time and many options in the market, and they strive to create a positive selling experience to their prospects. Okay, so how would they do it? How they can do it? Just by being courteous and being professional throughout the sales process can result in higher earnings and repeat business. Okay, so your sales qualities will help you to achieve more in sales. However, being sincere, being honest, and being courteous will give you an edge over your competitors. That is why I always tell people how to be courteous, how to be sincere, how to be a confident a salesperson can make the impact in his sales. Okay, I hope you understood, guys. Next point, which is very, very important, is be prepared well with all your selling skills, selling tools. Keep your presentation to the point and concise, guys. This is very, very important. Most of the salespeople they wander here and there. They don't understand what is the most important thing. Believe me, the sales profession is undergoing some pretty radical changes these days. The buyer is in charge. Field sales is moving inside. Technology is transforming the profession, guys. It is so bad and sad that some people are still predicting that 15 million sales jobs will disappear in the coming years. That's true. So, to survive in the environment, salespeople need a new set of skills. Yeah, that is very important. They should understand. See what best salespeople they do. They understand what the buyer wants. Yeah, best people sell in a buyer responsive manner. They use psychology to engage the buyer. They establish trust with the buyer. They act on what the customer is saying. They demonstrate subject matter expertise. They sell effectively over the phone also. They help prospect achieve next steps, right? So that is why I always say always be prepared, guys. This is very important. Don't go unprepared. Yeah, guys, communicate with both emotions and facts. This is the next point, which is really, really very, very important. So understand why, what part do facts and emotion play when it comes to making a sale. Okay, you should always communicate with both with the emotions and facts. Here you are supposed to be very tricky and very smart. Okay, why I'm saying this? Because according to the Harvard Business School, 95% of our purchase decisions take place unconsciously. Okay, that is to say, we often reach to a conclusion based upon our emotional response, which we back up with a logical reason. Understand, guys, what I'm saying? We often reach to a conclusion based upon our emotional response, and we back up with a logical reasons also. And that logical reason that sticks in our heads, which is emotion. This is how we remember making a decision, and it's why we believe our own decisions and those of others are completely rational, right? But that's not to say facts are useless. Emotions are very important. So I'm not saying that facts are useless to salesperson. Facts are also important, right? Facts still play a part in sales. The right facts can change your emotional position on a product, but ultimately but ultimately it's the emotion and not the fact that is most important thing. Okay, while you can't ignore the power of facts and emotion, a combination of both will give you a killer sale. That is why I always tell all the people you should communicate with both emotions and facts. Yeah, let's see the next point. Okay, you are supposed to take notes clearly what prospect is saying. Yeah, this is most important thing. Why you should do it? See, sometimes your prospect says something while presenting, right, and you tend to forget afterwards. So that is why the most important point is, if your customer, your prospect is saying something, you are supposed to take the notes also. You should mention it somewhere so that you will not forget. Otherwise, what your customer might feel, "Arey, I told him, but he didn't give me the attention, or he didn't pay that, he didn't feel that that is important." So never do it. Your customer might feel so bad about this. Okay, so guys, this is also one of the most important point while presentation. Yeah, you are supposed to be sensitive towards your client's needs and understand your time constraints. Don't chase the prospect who don't buy or who don't want to buy. Guys, this is very important. Okay, we'll see in detail now. Understand, guys, we all are customers. It is popularly said. Yeah, we all are customers. Are we not customers? Though we are into sales professionals, we are customers for some other organizations, right? We are using Colgate, we are using clothes, we are using brands, so we are the customers for someone else also, right? So we are either buying or selling, influencing, making an impression, and gaining people's alignment. All customers buy either to escape from pain or go towards gain. So I'll repeat once again, guys. This is very important. Okay, all customers buy either to escape from pain or to go towards gain. There are five main ways a product can improve the buyer's life. Okay, first thing, it can save them money. Second thing, make them money. Third thing, save them time or effort. Fourth thing, reduce risk. Fifth thing, they would like to address one of their human desires. Okay, so let's talk about the first point. Okay, why most of the customers they buy, what why they buy. We should understand the needs. We are going to understand the needs now. Okay, let us understand. Although a product might achieve some or even all of the things, salespeople should focus on the value that's most directly related to their prospects' biggest priority. Okay, so let us understand the categories now. Okay, five categories which I just told. First category is the people belonging to the first category. The prospect wants to make money. So, how to identify this need? A prospect whose biggest priority is making money will typically bring up their sales and revenue targets, expansion plans, and or need for growth. So, how to sell this kind of prospect? The most effective way to reach this prospect is to show them clear return on investment, guys. Okay, you can show them with the leverage case studies. Okay, you can leverage the case studies which you have provided to your past clients. Okay, you can cite real research and even offer to build them a customized business case so that they understand what they are getting for every money or every penny they are spending with you people. Okay, so the first category was the prospect wants to make money. Okay, let's understand how you can focus on the second prospect. Second prospect is the prospect wants to save money. First prospect was the prospect wants to make money. We have understood. Now we'll understand the prospect wants to save money. How to identify this need? If the buyer's most pressing priority is saving money, they may also express anxiety about going over their budget for the quarter or a project related to the product. Yeah, so how to sell to these kind of category of people or prospect? Due to the nature of their concerns, right, these prospects are inherently price conscious. To close them, salespeople must demonstrate why they need to spend money to it. Yeah, it's usually helpful for you to quantify exactly how much buyers will save and when they all start getting those money back. This is the way you should do it. In Hindi, they say "महंगा रोए एक बार और सस्ता रोए बार बार." right? If they are really price conscious, then you need to inspire them to spend little more money so that they can get a good quality product. Okay, this was the second category. Now the third category, the prospect wants to reduce time or effort. How to identify this need now? Okay, so if the prospect seems overworked or anxious or stressed, there is a good chance that they have got too much on their plate, right? So second, if they mention multiple times that they want to accomplish something, they're probably looking for a solution that will reduce that investment. Correct? Understand, guys, this is very important. So a buyer who is filling multiple big roles or wearing several hats, for example, a director of sales and marketing, is likely to look for a time and effort saving solution. So likewise, we are supposed to provide the solution. So how to sell this prospect who wants to reduce time and effort, right? So with these kind of prospect, salespeople would be wisely focused on how their product will simplify their process or eliminate specific tasks. Salespeople can also explain how their product enables the buyer to delegate or outsource their work. This is the way you can target all those prospects who want to reduce their time or effort. Okay? Now, the fourth category of the people, the prospect wants to reduce risk. Now, how to identify this need? Minimizing risk is top of mind for some prospects. That's especially true for industries that demand perfection, like the automotive, biotechnology, semiconductor, electrical, medical device, and pharmaceuticals industries, to name a few. Yeah? So, salespeople should look out for prospects who want to know a product or deliverable is a perfect thing before it's released, even if that means sacrificing the speed also, that is fine. Yeah, so how to sell this prospect? Salespeople can appeal to these prospects by highlighting their products proven ability to reduce risk with the customer testimonials, case studies, and statistics. Firstly, salespeople should identify the problem or potential issue in this. Then they should explain in detail how their offering helps customers avoid or mitigate risk. Terms as, now they can use the terms as safety, security, full transparency, high confidence, certainty, and risk management will actually help them drive to complete this goal and deal. Yeah. So you should target these kind of prospects accordingly. So the last category of prospect, they want to address a human need. So how to identify this need? These are the last category of prospect who wants to address a human need. See what, I'll give you the simple example. Sometimes what happens, buyers or your prospects have personal motivations for wanting a product or wanting your product. Yeah. So for example, there may be they may be hoping to increase their status. They may be hoping to increase their status inside their organization, okay, because they feel more secure within their role, like a general manager, for example, okay, who would like to decrease the dependency on their co-workers. So if he has a product from you which is going to help him to achieve the human need, he'll be very happy, right? So he doesn't want the dependency on any human. So accordingly, salespeople must usually read between the lines to pick up on these hints which these kind of prospects are giving. Okay, it's rare to hear prospects things like, "I want to buy this so my team members see I can add the real value in my job." Yeah, more likely they all say something along the lines of, "I'm new in my role of general manager and I think this product could help me show my co-workers the value of doing any particular project." Getting my point? So this is the human need. So how to sell to this prospect, right? So once a sales professional has understood that the prospect's emotional desire, okay, the sales professional should confirm that desire once again with the prospect. He should confirm once again with the prospect, because it is, if it is not confirmed and if he's presuming, that is not going to help. It will be a wasting of time for a sales professional. Okay. So not only confirmation helps, okay, This confirmation will help him avoid making any incorrect assumption. It also gives him or her an ideal way into explaining how the product will satisfy the prospect's need. This type of need can be easily fulfilled and easy to close the sales deal. I hope you understood, guys. Let's get back to the next point. Okay, so guys, next point is how convert features into benefits. Guys, this is one of the most important points as far as your sales presentation is concerned. Okay, as you engage customers, you can use your knowledge to lead your customer through the sales process. Yeah, and make their experience an enjoyable one. Yeah, because if you will not do it, someone else will do it. Okay, so what I'm saying, once again I'll tell you, as you engage your customers, you can use your knowledge to lead your customer through the sales process and make their experience enjoyable one that they will want to revisit you once again. Successful people know all of their products features, and they skillfully turn these features into benefits for their customers. Yeah, now to practice this skill of converting features into benefits. Okay, how we can do it. Okay, consider how we can communicate the potential benefits. For example, okay, for example, your product features, its purpose is very important. Okay, for some product features, possible benefits for your customer. What are the possible benefits for your customer for your, regarding your product? Okay, uh, the purpose of product, it will meet or it shall meet your needs and save you time and money. You should tell them, right? So how your product works, it is easy to use, so you won't be frustrated by complicated features. For example, why I'm saying this, see, anytime whenever you are explaining the features with your prospects, right, you are supposed to do it, right? So if he's asking you what are the products and features, so you can tell him possible benefits for your customer, right, how they have helped other customers. Okay, if they ask you what is the purpose, so their purpose has to be something which meet the needs of the prospects and save them time and money. How they should work, how your product should work, it has to be easy to use, so your clients won't be frustrated by complicated features. It has to be user friendly, correct? So how it is developed and manufactured, it supports local industry and helps the environment. Okay, so if they ask you how it is checked for quality, so you should tell them you can be confident that it will work. Okay, so don't worry. So how it is delivered, you don't have to worry about delivery, we organize it for you. You should tell them. Yeah, so if they ask you how it is maintained and serviced, you should tell them you can be assured that if it needs maintenance, we'll take care of it for you. Okay, if they'll tell you how long it is likely to last, including any warranties and all, guarantees and all. Okay, so you should tell them you can be confident that if it has any problems, we will fix it for you, or we will replace it while under warranty. Okay, if they'll ask you its price, you should tell them, yeah, you can comfortably afford it, don't worry about pricing. Yeah, so how it compares to similar products the business offers, if they tell you this. Okay, so yes, you should tell them you can base your decision on the good reputation our business has earned so far over the years. Okay, we have achieved this much uh, over our competitors, right? So you can always quote such kind of examples. If they ask you how it compares to competitor products, right? So you should tell them you are receiving a quality and value for money, right? So if they ask you what is the strength and limitations of the product to deliver benefit to the client, okay, or particular needs, right? So what you should tell them, you are buying a product that is well matched to your particular need. Yeah, so just don't worry about it. And if they'll ask you, okay, other products that might complement, right? So just tell them buying this product will allow you to meet the needs of your entire household, for the household, for the company. Okay, like if it is a in-house furniture, something of that sort. You should tell them, you should convince them, if you buy this, every problem will get resolved. Yeah. So this is the way you should convert features and benefits. Whatever they will ask, you will tell them in a fantastic way. Guys, this is very, very important. Yeah. Very important. If a client or if a prospect is asking any question while presentation, right, you're always supposed to attend that question carefully, very, very carefully. Okay, and you should respond appropriately. Okay, don't feel bad if customer is again and again interrupting you. It is their job, right? If they will not ask the question, because even they have the bosses to ask the question, right? So always understand, answer them appropriately. Always handle clients objections politely, and you should not get offended, right? See guys, this is very important. What happens, while presentation or while a sales meeting, most of the sales people, they get offended if a customer asks anything. Why? What you are supposed to do it, you are supposed to be polite throughout your conversation with your prospect, right? Guys, this is most important point while presentation. Yeah, don't hide anything about your product. Make complete disclosures. Okay, why I say this? Be honest about your shortcomings, guys. If your product or services has some shortcomings, right, in certain situations, be honest about them with your customer. Let them know early if you don't think your product or services is right for them, right? And they will be more inclined to trust you when they need something in the future. Like, this is very important. If you feel your product or services has something, okay, by which your customer is not going to be benefited, be honest, guys. Anyways, he'll come to know later on, right? So the trust will be broken. Do you want to convey that your company and the professional like you is someone who is deceiving them? That is not going to help, guys. Okay, so always understand, make complete disclosures and be honest. Know all the quality standards and all benchmarks of your product, guys. This is very important. And keep all your commitments, whatever you tell it to your customers. Okay, for example, this is very important point, guys. Understand, if you say to your clients that you are going to your company is someone who is going to keep all the promises, all the commitments, right? So for example, if a customer is buying a product from you and your company is not providing after sales service, like giving a call, giving a feedback, and after sales services, if they have any problems, they'll replace something, not something of that sort. If you people are not solving such kind of things, so you should not tell your customers that, sir, you will get a call from us after your sales. No, because anyways you're not going to commit, fulfill your commitment, right? So you should never say this just to get your sales closed. Okay. Now we will see what are the don'ts of sales presentation, guys. Very simple. Don't be casual and careless about your presentation, guys. Self-explanatory. Always be very serious what you do, right? Because your first impression is the last impression. If you are casual towards your presentation, okay, so prospect will believe that your company, because you're presenting to your company and the product, right? If you are casual, your prospect will feel the same, that you are not serious about your company and offering, right? So don't do it. Don't be arrogant and rude while presentation. Okay, guys, you should understand your customer is very smart. Okay, if he has decided to buy something, right, so he must be meeting a lot of people, and he would be choosing or shortlisting all the salespeople, okay, in this process. So wherever he will feel that he has a comfort zone, right, he will go and buy the product, right? So always understand, you cannot afford to be an arrogant or rude person while presentation. Don't make false promises, claims, self-explanatory. I have already given the explanation. Don't be pushy and pressurize your client to buy your product. Guys, come on. Now he's not a kid, right? He understands his business, you understand your business, right? If you really believe that while your presentation or while your sales meeting, if you have portrayed a particular thing which gives a value, which gives the value not to the client, right, at the moment, but it will in future also. If they buy the product from you, that is going to solve their problem. There is pain point, right? There's a pain point which you need to solve. If your product is going to solve and you have portrayed it very nicely, you are never supposed to be pushy here. Okay, ultimately your customer is going to buy if you have done your job quite well. Now most of the salespeople, they don't do their job quite well from the sales presentation when it got started, right? And they have failed there miserably. What they do is at the end of the sales, when the closing of sales part comes, they try to be pushy and try to pressurize client to buy their product, which is not fair, guys. Okay, guys, this is one of the most important parts of the presentation. Don't talk too much while your presentation. Okay, rather you should ask sensible questions to know more details from your customer. Yeah, this is very important, self-explanatory. Believe, guys, if the prospect has decided to meet you, right, so they have decided to meet you in a for a presentation or for a sales meeting, it means they are going to invest their time, correct? Half an hour, 1 hour. Now once you once you be there in front of them or while presenting, you would you afford to express any lie, or would you afford to manipulate, or would you afford to conceal any information regarding your company or company's product? Do you think will it help? No, right? Guys, even customers are very smart these days, right? But I will still tell you, if you are very smart than your customers, still I would recommend you, please do not ever lie while your presentation. Okay? Because anyways, truth will out one day. You will never get a second chance to fool your customer once again if you are fooled once. Okay, so and this customer who is fooled already by you, he is going to tell hell lot of people in the market, right? So never do this, never lie any information, right? Always believe, always give the right information so that your customer should believe in you. Okay, there's a small difference, right? Believe and only lie. If you lie, nobody will believe. Okay, if you want your customer to believe you, then you should not lie or conceal any information regarding your company, your product. There should not be any scope for arguments, guys. Do not divert the topic. No political and Bollywood discussions. Whether your customer is doing, or whether your customer is not doing, you cannot afford to divert the topic from the presentation. You should not compromise on your company values. This is very important. You cannot afford to smoke or chew gum, right? Okay, this is very important. If your customer is asking any questions, if he's raising any concerns, by the way, okay, you cannot ignore them. You have put in 100% of your efforts, okay, uh, in that presentation to get your prospect attention, everything. Okay, you are doing a fab job, you're doing wonderful job in presentation. But when a prospect is asking a question, if you just ignore that question, how would he feel? He will never be in a situation to take the interest in the next portion of your presentation. He will lose the interest. Okay, so you should not ignore, you cannot afford to ignore any concerns raised by your clients. So, guys, I think I have given a good information. Okay, because it takes a lot of efforts to bring a good content for all you lovely people. Okay, and I hope I have justified your time of this almost 20 to 30 minutes, right? So, guys, if you really like, then please appreciate, like, comment, share, subscribe, and really thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Yeah, thank you so much. Have a nice day.